again, we just finished and completed the employee manual and reviewed some of the company policies in depth. So now we're going to begin talking about the company history and reviewing the products that you'll be working with on a day-to-day basis. So the very first thing we're going to do is we're going to take a look at an agenda. This agenda or guide will be something that we'll be using for the next week and a half in our training, and it'll help us focus on what the important items are that we need to work on day to day. So let's take a look. The first part of the agenda is to review the company products. So we'll be going over the different products that the company sells and offers to both the public and to businesses. Second, we're going to talk about the company history, how we got to this point. Then we're going to talk about Lawsonline and LawCheck, how they compare, how they're different, and why it's important, because that's going to relate to the company history. Review a legal directory, so we're going to take a look specifically at the Lawsonline section of the products. Then we're going to review the ratings and awards that are on the Lawsonline section. And then we're going to review the reasons that we have the awards and provide awards to our legal clientele. Finally, we're going to demonstrate and show what the awards look like so you get a good idea of what our primary objectives are on this survey. So let's start out with the company products. There are 12 different products that the company is currently involved in actively. They range from legal to real estate to insurance to general public applications. So let's start. Lawsonline, LawCheck, lawyers listings, legal conference, attorneys listings, expert witness web pages, ESDN, video conferencing, secure client file, that's the padlock folder, house list, home check reports, and online insurance. These are all active websites and active products that the company has built and is sponsoring. We, however, are only going to focus on the legal products. So at this point in time, do not worry about the other products in the company. We just want to focus principally on the legal products, which are the following: Lawsonline, LawCheck, lawyers listings, legal conference, attorneys listings, expert witness web pages, and yes, secure client file is considered one of the legal products that is used day to day. Those are the products we will be focused on. Most importantly of all these products is Lawsonline. Our principal focus will be on Lawsonline.com, which has become the hub of all of our legal sites. Lawsonline is the national database of legal professionals, used as a search engine for many in the legal community searching for expert witnesses, legal professional, and other legal resource material. That is the principal definition of Lawsonline. Now that we have the definition of Lawsonline, let's take a look at the history. Before Lawsonline.com went live in 1996, our primary company was called LawCheck Limited, which started as a software publishing company in 1994, working in partnership with Macmillan Publishing and Simon & Schuster to create sample legal form books for libraries across the country. From 1994 to 2000, we published both print form books as well as a software CD. We have since converted these legal form books into websites because we knew that a larger audience was now moving their research online outside of the public library. This has helped us to free up promotional material for law firms directly to potential clients looking for help with legal issues. Today, the LawCheck books that are hosted online have been narrowed down to the 6 most popular books. They are How Do I Create a Will.com, How Do I File for Divorce.com, Should I Incorporate My Business.com, How Do I Change My Name.com, Offer to Buy Real Estate Form.com, What is a Contract.com. Those are the 6 books that were the most popular from the libraries and are the ones that are currently online. Both lawcheck.com and lawsonline.com have had website presence since 1996. Here we can see a sample on the left side. The top left is the original lawcheck.com, and below that is the new modern lawcheck.com. On the right side, we see the Laws Online from the 1996 year, and now we see the Laws Online from today. Now let's take a look at the difference between lawsonline.com and lawcheck.com. LawCheck is primarily focused on the original legal form books and is primarily used by libraries throughout the country for their patrons to help them find legal forms related to wills or domestic issues or writing a contract or setting up a corporation. Laws Online, on the other hand, is focused on being a legal search engine to help individuals find links to court cases, state code sections, and federal and state government directories. One is more of a search, which is what Laws Online is providing, and LawCheck is the archive of legal form documents for individuals when they're looking for assistance when talking to an attorney. Laws Online is also popular as a search in the legal community to assist law firms find other lawyers for case referrals, expert witnesses, court reporters, and process servers. Those are some of the main fields that Laws Online is used as a search engine. And that is one of the focuses we will be working on next, is how the lawyers use Laws Online to find the experts, court reporters, process servers, and primarily to find other lawyers for referrals in cases that they can't handle. Laws Online directories. Laws Online provides a unique directory listing for each of its legal professionals. Two of the items that make lawsonline.com stand out and different from other directory services online is that our directory listing has a business card logo next to each of the legal professionals and a rating on the same line. Both can be seen at the same time. Laws Online was one of the first directories to add a business card logo next to each of its client listing in 1999. Here the arrow illustrates where that logo appears next to their directory information, such as their name and address. In addition, Laws Online was one of the first directories to provide an objective rating of the firm's technical experience rather than the opinions of the public or what other attorneys had opinions of that firm. Too many of the other directories, particularly legal directories online, focus just on opinions of either the public or what other attorneys say. We do not, and here the arrow points to where the actual rating shows up on the listing. Laws Online's other unique feature in its listings is that we provide those firms that have awards and highlight them above other firms who do not participate in the rating or the award system. Here, those who have the awards are shown above, and you can see that in the sample listing, and then those who do not will show up at the bottom of the page without any information next to their listing because they don't have the rating with it. The Laws Online rating has another unique feature. The rating is one of the first services to recognize the need for client safety during the COVID-19 pandemic. This is reflected as an icon of a video camera and heart next to the other technical skills of the firm. Here the arrow actually is highlighting where that heart shows up in the actual camera. Camera there and then the heart's inside of it. This award was recently introduced in 2020 as a result of the COVID-19 situation. The other awards and check marks reflected on the firm's rating are as follows. The first check mark on the far right represents how many years has the firm been in practice, and that you can see here with the arrow. The second check on the right, moving inward, represents have you received any other awards or written any publications, and that is seen here with that arrow. I should clarify that this also means has anybody in the firm or has the firm itself received any other awards or written any other publications, just for clarification. The next check mark, moving from the right to the left, is what kind of cases do you handle? Example, personal injury, corporate defense, criminal. This gives us an idea of what kind of case law this firm particularly practices in. The next check, or the fourth one over from the right, have you updated your online information to reflect any changes your firm has made since the COVID-19? This is an important one because this allows us to find out if the firm has been keeping up with their online listing information, websites, because since COVID-19's happened, many of these firms have ignored their websites and obligations to keep their listings consistent. So we find this one a very important one to use when we're checking those check marks. Now that completes those check marks. Now let's move to the next level. On this level of the rating, we're actually looking at little icons instead of check marks. This particular icon is the scales of justice, and the scales of justice for us in the ratings actually represents, do you provide free initial consultation? Do you provide any pro bono work or free work for people who can't afford an attorney? That's where we use the scales of justice as a symbol for this particular aspect of our rating. That's mainly what it represents. The next one is the camera with the heart. And this particular icon represents, is your firm working remotely and using video conferencing? Or do you have video conferencing? And do you have any security concerns with the current video conferencing service you're using? That's really leading into our COVID-19 issue, is that camera icon, which is more recent and has been recently added, say, within the 2020 year. And that's the one that we will be using in our survey. So now let's take a look at, since we've looked at all these in the rating system, about the reasons for why we are actually doing the rating. I should clarify, it's the reasons for the award is why that camera icon, not necessarily the reason for our rating. The reason for the award, Lawsonline, the National Directory of Legal Professionals, is recognizing law offices who practice social distancing with their clients by utilizing video conferencing. In acknowledgement and appreciation, we are presenting them with a Client Safety Award, which demonstrates to the public that this law firm considers their clients' health and safety their top priority. The award consists of a professionally designed website badge to be displayed on their site. Qualifying law firms must provide video conferencing as an alternative to in-person meetings. Whether undertaking client appointments, witness interviews, depositions, mediation, settlement conferences, etc., your award will be visible on 7 law-related websites and 6 online legal books. This is our definition for what we provide the award to those law firms. Here is an actual sample of the certificate or award that we will send to the law firm. Both an electronic version of this will be sent to them, and also a paper copy can be sent to them on their request. But this will be sent to them that they can print out and actually display in their own law office that they are protecting clients. The badge that goes on their website looks like a medallion with that camera with the heart in it. That's that same camera heart that we use on the actual ratings, is also part of the award that we present to the clients. This medallion award that gets displayed on their site will also be sent to them electronically. So they'll receive an email with code that their webmaster or whoever's managing their website can actually place this medallion on their site as a demonstration of an award. That's everything we have for right now. Thank you for joining the team. I do have some more material that I want to follow up on related specifically to the survey. So I know we have some questions on this, but I'd like to go through the survey first, and then we can go through some more of the questions after this next session here, which talks about the survey in detail. Thank you again very much. Let's take a look at that.